Happy Tuesday. Again, I think we're in the 5th week. Who can keep track really anymore? It's the end of April already. Hope you're all well. Join me. We're going to do some reclined poses. So any soft spot, carpet, I guess technically your bed would work, a mat if you've got it, whatever. And we're going to use a prop. So if you remember, I don't know how many weeks ago now because I have literally lost track of all time, you can grab a prop. If you've got straps, grab a strap, like the kind we use at the yoga studio at Bettendorf School of Yoga, or grab a scarf. I just have a soft one that I like. Go ahead and join me. We're going to go ahead and lay back, and we're going to do a reclined big toe pose. So first, you got to be comfortable. Your hips, your shoulders. I always tell my students, don't have anything bunched up underneath you where you're going to just be focused and fixated on how uncomfortable you are. And then we're going to grab our strap or scarf. You're going to put it around your right foot. Now you want it relatively equal. You want it around really the biggest part of your foot, the widest part. This is going into my arch, and that's fine because it's nice and soft. A strap wouldn't feel super good there. And you're going to drop your shoulders down. Now we're going to press into that right leg, and you're going to pull back on your strap. You're doing both simultaneously. So I'm pushing into my right heel, I'm pushing it toward my wall, and I'm pulling back on the straps. This is roughly, I don't know, maybe 45 degrees in the air. There's no way for me to measure that. You don't have to worry about it being perfect. Drop your shoulders. Keep flexing into that heel. Relax your jaw. After a few breaths, when you feel like, okay, I've gotten that good stretch, I'm kind of more comfortable now that I've been here a while, when you're ready to inhale, you're going to come up closer to about 90 degrees. Again, I'm pulling down on that strap while flexing into my heel. Your leg is as close to straight as you can have it. Hamstrings have a lot to do with how straight that leg will be. If your hamstrings are crazy straight, you're not going to come up to 90 degrees. Not straight. If your hamstrings are crazy tight, sorry, I misspoke. They're not going to come up to 90 degrees. You're maybe more like 60. And, it might have a slight bend. That's okay. You're pulling down nice and strong. You want the shoulders back and down, and maybe you can get a bend to your elbows. Don't worry if that doesn't happen. Now, you're going to gather both ends in one hand. You're going to pull in. And on an inhale, you see about raising your head. You're drawing your nose toward your knee. You're drawing this hand toward your head. Your foot still pressing up toward that ceiling. Soften your shoulders. As you exhale, relax your face and your neck. On one of those next exhales, your head gets to come down. I'm going to keep the ends of the strap in my right hand. Left hand's going to come out in line with my collarbones. Palm is up. And as I exhale, I'm going to let this leg come out as far to the right as I can. My elbow can reach the floor. Maybe yours does. It doesn't have to. It does help me kind of support. You do want that left hip to stay down. The right hip and left hip are both down to the ground. All right, as you inhale, go ahead and come out. Now I'm going to transfer the strap to my left hand. I'm going to send my right foot out toward that left hand side, but it's not coming out to the floor because I'm trying to keep my right hip down. So my right hip's now, my right hand rather, is now in line with my shoulder, and as I exhale, I'm coming out. But because I don't want that right hip up off the ground, I can't come very far. Sure, I can come all the way over if I get my hip up in the air, but you don't want it in the air. So maybe it's only a few inches. You're still flexing into your foot and pulling back on that strap simultaneously. As you inhale, you come back up to center. Release your strap, let that leg go long. Fix your hips if you need to. Fix your shoulders if you need to. Right now, there's a huge difference between how my right leg and my left leg feels. You want to get used to that for the body awareness piece. Stay here and kind of let yourself feel that for as long as you are comfortable. Just kind of exploring how different it feels. Maybe you can come up with the where. Hamstrings for sure, quads for sure, right? What do you notice? Then we're going to do the other side. So my left foot comes in. I try to even out my straps. And I'm starting, somewhere between 30 and 60 degrees, pressing into my leg and pulling back on that strap. Try not to hold all the tension in your trapezius muscles or your neck. Your shoulders should not be doing the bulk of this work. It should be more biceps, right, and legs. So you're pulling in and flexing through your foot. Again, we want your face soft, your jaw relaxed. After a few breaths, when you're ready, you inhale and you come closer to that 90-degree mark, pressing as firmly as you can up into your heel while pulling down as strong as you can into those straps. Shoulders back and down again. Maybe your arms bend. Don't worry if they don't. If you can, you flex the toes on that opposite leg so that you're not just letting the opposite leg roll out. On an inhale, raise your head. Bring your nose towards your knee. Maybe you can pull it back higher. Your hands just climb up closer if they do. It's fine if they don't. It's fine if it looks like this. Playing around with what works for you. Coming as close as you comfortably can. Shoulders are back and down. As you exhale, lower your head. Today is my day of misspeaking, I guess. Now I'm going to come out to that left-hand side. Sweeping, sweeping, sweeping. The elbow comes down to the floor. I'm keeping both hips down. Right hand's in line with my collarbones. My palm is turned up. I'm still flexing as far as I can. I'm pulling back. On your inhale, sweeping it back up. Right hand now takes the strap. Left hand comes to the floor. As I exhale and I'm coming out, I'm not trying to get my left hip off the ground. I want it to stay down, so it's only coming a few inches. Inhale, coming up. Release your foot from the strap. Let the strap go aside. Again, we take that time. You're mentally scanning your legs. Usually our eyes are closed for that. You scan your legs. You're comparing left and right now. They should be more similar. Your hips should feel more similar. You may even notice it in your arms or your hands. I tend to grip too hard, so if you grip too hard, your hands might be a little achy. And then if you'd like, draw your knees in towards your heart and gently rock from side to side. A little small back massage there. Help break up any tension if you put any tension in that lower back. Oh, and there you have it. Our reclined big toe pose. I really can't speak today. Sorry. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Namaste.